Hello, my friends. I'm Clover. I have an unexpected day off of my day job today, and I am testing an as of yet untitled Philip Newman diagonal Sudoku that I have not tried before. I'm doing this blind. This is my first time seeing this puzzle. In fact, I believe its solve counter is currently at 0. So this is going to be the first ever solve of brand new, fresh as fresh can be Philip Newman diagonal Sudoku. So let's check it out. So diagonal Sudoku, we have normal Sudoku rules. We're placing the digits 1 through 9, once each in each row, each column, and each outlined 3x3 region. And then also we have these blue marked diagonals. They're the two main diagonals of the grid. And the rule for those is that they each contain the digits 1 through 9 exactly once each. So no repeats along these main diagonals. So let's get solving. So here we still need 3, 4, 5, and 6 in this region. So I'm gonna just be really sloppy with my pencil marks and I'm just gonna mark those in. And you know, if you do the same thing as soon as you see like a moderately restricted region, zero shame. I absolutely do that, especially when I'm solving on computer instead of pencil and paper. So that can't be 5, those can't be 6. This is pretty unrestricted. And then down here I have like a symmetrical situation. I'm gonna do the same thing. So that can't be a 3, can't be a 9, can't be an 8. And that's just about it. Okay, so now I'm gonna have to think a little bit. I'm gonna have to get a little organized. And what's standing out to me here is that I have 4 and 6 in this region, and I have 4 and 6 in this region, and neither of those are along my main diagonal. Although, actually, this is very funny, because I was about to say that tells me that 4 and 6 have to be on this diagonal, but if you squint, you can tell that that actually is already true, because 4 and 6 are ruled out of that cell. So I actually already knew that. I already knew that those had to be along the main diagonal there. So never mind that. This can't be a 2. Okay, so let's see if there's anything else we can do here. I see a classic Sudoku deduction, so I'll grab that. I have 2 6s looking into this region, ruling 6 out of these cells, so 6 goes there. Do I have anything symmetric? Oh, I have 2 4s here looking into this region, ruling 4 out of these cells. So my 4 is going to go there. And then I have a 3, which rules 3 out of those cells and gives me a hidden 3. That gets me unstuck. Perfect. So where does 3 go in this region now? This is its only possible position, so I'm going to place 3 there. Now diagonal Sudoku comes into play. These can't be 3 anymore because we can't have repeats on the diagonal. So that's not 3, so it's 6. And those aren't 3 or 6, so that is a 4-5 pair, and there's my 3. Now, if Philip is being very... Oh, and he is. If Philip's being very clever, then he's set this up so that that 6 gives me my next move. Sure enough, it does. 6s are looking into this region. And I have these 6s here, so 6 goes right there. Do I get to follow up even more with 6s? I can't put a 6 on this diagonal because there already is one. There's a 6 there that rules 6 out of those positions. That's definitely not a 6. This is not a 6, so 6 goes in one of those cells. This might be a little over the top for a gas solve. I probably don't need to do this, but I'm kind of having fun here. So 6 is ruled out of these cells. This is what we would call a pointing pair. So we have 6s that we know are in this row, and they're kind of looking into this region and telling me I can't put a 6 anywhere else in this region. So no 6s there, no 6 there, no 6 there. So that's where 6 is going to go. There's probably no way to follow up on that, but you know, that was fun. That was cute. I liked it. So let's just roll with it. Let's look at diagonals again for a minute. So I have 4, 5, and 6, right? So what I still need, those are like the medium digits. I still need the low digits and the high digits. I've got a 3, so the low digits I still need are going to be 1 and 2, somewhere along here. And I'm also going to need 7, 8, and 9. So 1 can't go in those cells, and it can't go here, so 1 is in one of those 2 cells. That's kind of funky, because that tells me 1 is not in the middle. And if 1 isn't in the middle, then I'm starting to run out of places to put 1 on this upwards angled diagonal. It can't go in those positions. It can't go there because of the 1 in the column. And it can't go here because of the 1 in the row. So it must go there. And therefore, by Sudoku, I have a hidden 1 in region 2, which kind of bounces back and tells me where that one goes. Let's finish this region with some pencil marks. So we need 2, 5, and 7. That's not going to be a 7. That's not going to be a 5. And then the remaining cells here, I need a 9 and an 8, and 9 can't go there. So there's my 9, and there's my 8. And now I'm observing that I have 9s off the diagonal in both of these 2 regions. So I have to put a 9 on the diagonal in this region. Can't go there, so it goes there or there. I also have 9s off the diagonal in these two regions, but I guess I already knew that 9 had to go on the diagonal in that region. So that's not going to give me a lot. We only need to place 3 more digits in this region. Maybe we can do that. So I need 2, 5, and 7, and this is not going to be a 2. I need a 3, 4, 5, and 7 to finish this entire row. This can't be a 3, so actually the only place for a 3 in this row is there, and then this is going to be 4, 5, or 7. Okay, do I get to use that 3 now? So 3 can't go on the diagonal, so it can't go there. There's also a 3 here, and there's a 3 here, and that rules 3 out of these cells, so 3 goes there. And therefore, 3 in region 4 goes in one of those positions. So 3 is here and here, rule 3 out of those cells, and 3 is in one of those positions. How about this region? I still need 2, 5, and 7 to finish the column, and I still need 2, 5, 7, and 8 to finish the whole region. That can't be a 2. I've already used a 5 because there's a 4, 5 pair on the diagonal, so that'll be my 7. That won't be a 5 or a 7. And then this will be 2, 8, 9. I can rule 7 out of this cell. And I can think of a few ways that I might be able to do something tricky with this. Like, for instance, I do know that these are the same number at this point for reasons that I'm not going to go into here. But I'm not going to try to use that because it's gas. I know Philip won't have built that into the solve. How about this row? Where am I going to put 2 in this row? Can't go in those cells because of the 2 here, so that's my 2. Here I need 7, 8, and 9, so that's my 8. Fabulous. And here I'm going to need 4, 5, and 6. That's the 5. And I don't think I can differentiate the 4 and 6 yet, so we'll leave that. Here we need 2, 5, 7, and 8 to finish the row. That's not going to be a 2 or a 5. Really, this diagonal is getting very close to being finished. I should revisit that. So I have 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I still need 2, 7, 8, 9. So I'll pencil those in. And now I'm seeing I have a naked 9 because I have 2, 7, and 8 in the column. So that's now a 9. This can't be an 8, so that's a 2 or 7. And that gives me a 2, 7 pair in the row, which makes this a 9. And makes these 2 cells my last 2 digits in the row, which are going to be 3 and 4. And then this will be 2, 5, 7, 8. Cool. So I still need 3, 4, 7, and 8 here. I have 3 and 7 there. Okay. Here I still need 2 and 8, and I have a 2, 8 pair because of that. Oh, and this 9 resolves my 7, 9. That's not going to be a 7, so this is now the only position for 7 in this row, and that's not a 7. 2, 5 pair gives me a 4 and a 5, and I can follow through with that. Now I need a 7 here, and I need a 1 and a 6 in the column. This is a 5, 2, 8, 5, and I think we're just going to be able to use mostly classic Sudoku techniques from here on out. Okay, that's not a 4 or 8, that's not a 7 or an 8, that's not a 4, so that's a 3. Perfect. This is not a 7 because there's a 7 in the row. This is actually my 7. Oh, and I have an 8 on this diagonal, so that resolves a whole bunch of stuff for me, I think. Awesome. I'm really enjoying this run of Philip puzzles. These are great. I think he's intentionally been leaning away from including symmetry in his puzzles a little bit, which is fun. It's refreshing. I'm really enjoying it. Anyways, that's how you solve Philip's as of yet untitled diagonal Sudoku. Hope you enjoyed that one. The link to solve yourself is in the description below this video. Have an awesome rest of your day.